Do you know what are the top 10 things to do and see when going around Yellowstone? If not all of them, some of the things that you can do and see in this area are grizzly bears, Old Faithful, rodeos, powwows, gray wolves, horseback riding, rafting, and so much more. You can also do a lot of other things here. But before we get into the video, make sure to like the video and hit that subscribe button. Also, turn on the post notifications so that you never miss an update ever again. Number 10. Immerse yourself in the culture and customs of the people who lived in the Americas before Europeans came. In the area right around Yellowstone National Park, there are a number of Native American reservations. At the Wind River Casino and Hotel, which is in Riverton, Wyoming, on the Wind River Reservation, there is a dancing show every Tuesday night. If you want, you can also visit Sacagawea's grave, check out the church and museum at St. Stephen's Mission, or try your luck at one of the local casinos. You can choose any of these options. When you go to the Wind River Wild Horse Sanctuary in Lander, Wyoming, you won't want to miss the chance to see wild horses and learn about how they are important to Native Americans. Wyoming is the state where the sanctuary is. When you are in Cody, Wyoming, which is near the east entrance to Yellowstone National Park, you should stop by one of the Buffalo Bill Center of the West's 5 museums. The Plains Indian Museum is one of the museums in this group. Your ticket to the Buffalo Bill Center of the West, which is part of the Smithsonian Institution and is in the American West, is good for 2 days. Number 9. Look around the area for rocks, fossils, and evidence of dinosaurs from the past. There are many paleontological sites in the Yellowstone area, such as dinosaur and fossil museums and pictographs and petroglyphs carved into rock walls. Some of these places are known more than others. Inside Yellowstone National Park in the United States, you can find trees that have turned to salt and basalt columns that were made by lava. Number 8. Live a life that a cowboy would be proud of. Yellowstone is right in the middle of cowboy country, so you should put on your best cowboy hat and boots and just go with the flow. You can ride a horse through Yellowstone and stop for a traditional Western cookout as you pass by the park's many animals, valleys, and rivers. Visit the Buffalo Bill Center of the West in Cody, Wyoming to learn about a famous cowboy who really lived. Wyoming is where the center is. You could also stay in one of the nearby towns, go to a rodeo, take part in an Old West gunfight, or visit a guest ranch. Number 7. Spend the night in a classic hotel or at least eat dinner there. There are a lot of great one-of-a-kind hotels on the road to Yellowstone National Park and inside the park itself. These hotels are full of history, have one-of-a-kind furnishings and artwork, and often serve breakfasts that are cooked in-house. During your stay, you can also meet other guests and talk to them about your trip in the hotel's lobbies, bars, and even on the lawns. Yellowstone National Park has a lot of historic hotels like the Old Mammoth Hot Springs Hotel, the Old Faithful Inn, and the Lake Yellowstone Hotel, which is right on the lake. These hotels have fancy dining rooms with a wide range of food from steaks to vegetarian dishes. Number 6. Go camping. It is highly recommended that you spend at least one night camping outside in the Yellowstone area if you want to get the most out of your trip there. You can choose to camp in the wilderness at one of the many campsites around the park or at a nearby campground that is outside the park. You can choose any of these options. Number 5. Take part in activities like canoeing and whitewater rafting. You can go on an adventure by paddling near the geysers near the lake, or you can go rafting down one of the nearby rivers. Number 4. Go hiking in Yellowstone and Grand Teton National Parks, which are both in the United States. Get away from the crowds and go on a hike along one of Yellowstone National Park's 1,300 miles of trails to see the more remote parts of the park. Fairy Falls, Mount Washburn, Avalanche Park, and Mystic Falls are just a few of the many popular places to go hiking in the area. Some of these trails lead to Jenny Lake, Phelps Lake, and Taggart Lake, all of which are good for kids and dogs. You could also go to the mountains by taking these trails up to Cascade Canyon and Table Mountain. Number 3. Learn how to get through Yellowstone National Park's Grand Canyon. The bright pink and yellow walls of the canyon, which are the sides of 3 beautiful waterfalls, are a sight to behold and should be taken in. Artist's Point is the name given to a place from which you can see Lower Falls because the view is so beautiful. The bottom of the falls is where Artist's Point is. The Grand Canyon of the Yellowstone is one of the most popular places to see in Yellowstone National Park. It is to the north of Yellowstone Lake, which is the park's namesake. Number 2. See animals in their natural habitats and not in a jailed zoo. Yellowstone National Park is not considered to be a zoo, even though it has more wild animals than almost any other place in the United States. When people go to Yellowstone, they have a good chance of seeing a wide range of animals doing things that are natural to them, like wandering around the landscape. This is one of the most popular things to do in the park. You are likely to see many different kinds of animals, such as grizzly bears, gray wolves, the largest herd of bison in the world, bald and golden eagles, trumpeter swans, moose, and many more. If you want to see wolves, bears, and other wild animals, you should go to Lamar Valley. Stop at one of the pull-offs, get out of your car with your binoculars, and start looking around. Even though there are many different kinds of wild animals in the park as a whole, Lamar Valley is a great place to do this. Outside of Yellowstone National Park, number 1, enjoy the view of the beautiful, majestic hot springs while geysers erupt. Yellowstone National Park has the world's largest active geyser field and Old Faithful, the geyser that has become known as the most famous geyser in the world. There are also a lot of colorful hot springs and pools like the Grand Prismatic Hot Spring, which is the 3rd largest spring in the world and is bigger than a football field. On the right, there is a picture that shows this spring. Do you wish you could get away from everyone? As you walk past Old Faithful, keep going through the Upper Geyser Basin. Thank you so much for watching this video. We hope you liked it. If you did, make sure to give this video a big thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. Also, don't forget to turn on the notifications bell icon so you know the minute we post next. We'll see you next time with another amazing video. Stay tuned with us till the end.